do love that countdown music. Hello, everyone. I've missed you. I'm so glad to see you. Happy Thursday. Happy Friday, Junior. We're all here together, and I'm so happy. I know. I know. There's big news. Sorry, I have a puppy who just decided she wanted to be on camera. The big news about Star Wars, so we'll definitely touch on that. But I did want to kind of share what I got for Mother's Day. And Cynthia, Candy Mom, everybody knows her as Candy Mom 15, she sent me a really big box. So I can't wait to open it with all of you. And yay, thank you for being here. If you do happen to be watching the replay, please leave a comment down below. Hashtag replay so I can tell you that you're amazing. And also, thank you so much for all of our people joining us live. I will definitely be saying hi to each of you individually. I would like to say a quick thank you to all of our moderators that are here. So thank you so much. You are so awesome, and I appreciate you watching, supporting, and helping me out during the streams. It truly, truly means a lot to me. Thank you so much to the members of the channel, the MVPs. Thank you so much. Your love and support means so much to me. So, you know, I have not, you probably haven't seen me on YouTube. I've had some traveling to do the last week or so. So I've missed some streams. I'm going to have to catch up. But please go check out my friends, any moderators in chat. Please feel free to drop any links to any channels that are here joining us live, because we truly are here to support each other. High tide rises all boats. So thank you. Thank you. I'm so excited. I've missed you. So yeah, I did some traveling, and I'll probably talk about that next week. It was a little bit business, and you know, when you're going on a little bit of business, it's nice to throw in a lot of fun. So we definitely did that. So much fun. So I missed something, but I'm so excited to show everything to you. So I did post a link in the chat if anybody would like to come on and talk about the Star Wars Hotel. If you've been on a live stream with me before, please use that link. If you haven't, then we'll wait for another day. So just people that have been on with me live, you can join that link. And if any of my ex-husbands or my trolls, please don't use the link. So let's say hi to our friends that are joining us. We have our favorite wild and crazy guy, Crazy Mike's Fun Channel. So happy to have you here. And yes, no politics, but keep it clean. And the amazing, marvelous Mar in Memphis. I absolutely adore you, girlfriend. Your picture you posted on Mother's Day, you look absolutely gorgeous. I love it. So I love when we're friends on Facebook or Instagram too, and I get to see everybody's like follow their life a little bit. So thanks for sharing that. And Kevin Theme Parks Adventures is here. I love Kevin. Love Theme Park Adventures. Put it together and it's like a Reese's peanut butter cup. Just absolutely amazing. So thank you so much, Kevin. We have our favorite leg guy. No one loves turkey legs as much as Dean, the turkey legster. Thank you so much for being here, my friend. Definitely follow him on Instagram. His daily posts just are silly and funny and just a great smile to the day. So thank you so much, Dean. Appreciate you. And I've actually met Dean. We met at Buc-ee's. So my dogs I don't know what they're doing. I think they're feeling a little feisty because they got baths this morning before I started work. So I got them all scrubbed and shampooed and, you know, all smelling good. And I think they're just feeling a little feisty. I washed their little collars and their leashes. Anybody else, dogs act up when they're clean. Oh, I love when William shows up because I get to say, Versiglio. It just rolls off the tongue so beautifully. Thank you so much for being here, William. I adore you, my friend. And if I haven't said hi, say hi to me again. Oh my goodness, is Katie Mack here? Katie Mack, all dressed in a spirit jersey. She's going to be having her own Mother's Day haul video coming up. So please go check out Katie Mack, Wishing on a Star. If you love merch, if you love Disney, if you love just family and fun, you're going to love her new channel. So please go check her out. And I can't wait to see what you got. I love like haul videos. I really do. It's like shopping, but it costs you nothing because you get to see what other people get. I love those. Let me know in the comments if you thank you. Mike, I have a few. So always, Mar, love you. Okay, I'm trying to catch up. Sorry. Brian's West Coast Disney Adventure, our favorite Disneyland former cast member and Knott's Berry Farm extraordinaire. Please go check out Brian. Let me know in the comments if you're going to be having a live stream tomorrow night. I know you mentioned something about the Star Wars hotel discussion. So is that tomorrow night or Sunday night? Let us know. Put your link in. I think you lose your YouTube vlogger card as a Disney channel if you don't talk about this whole Star Wars Galactic Cruiser hotel thing. And we'll talk about it because I have a few thoughts. Pretty much the same thing Mara's thinking. But be thinking about what you think they should do with it because they have this great facility. They have this great Star Wars hotel. What are they going to do with it? What are your ideas? I'd love to hear it. And Disney, if you're listening, we have some great people in chat. They have good ideas. Throw them some money. I know I saw Mandy earlier. So hi, Mandy. And Jonathan Mays was here. So welcome, Jonathan. Sebastian the Crab, Jeanette. Welcome. So happy to see you. This is very exciting. I love it. Let us know in the comments what you did for Mother's Day. If you're a mom, let us know what you did. And if you have a mom, let us know what you did. Oh my goodness, Brian, could you get on those dishes? His mom's always telling him to do the dishes. It just makes me laugh. I don't know why. Okay, so I did. Oh my gosh, I'm just so excited. I can't really think. Okay, I'm going to take a sip of Coke Zero because I'm just too excited. Okay, so first, happy Mother's Day to all the mamas out there. Happy Mother's Day to everyone that has a mother. Happy Mother's Day. You know, it's a little, and anybody in chat that's kind of had the same experience. Once you lose your mama, you know, once your mom leaves this world, Mother's Day is a little bit bittersweet because I miss my mother so much. Hi, Mary. Welcome. So glad to have you here. But being a mother is also just so amazing. So, and now my kids are not little anymore. So, you know, I used to love when they were little and they'd give you like those homemade gifts, a piece of art, or, you know, like I remember Kennedy, one Mother's Day, she drew like with crayons, a picture of her and I, and she would always draw herself with red hair too. Even though she had blonde hair, but she would always, you know, and Taylor would always be making something fantastic, and, you know, and the boys. So it's what a blessing it is to be blessed with children. I love them so much. And now that they're not itty bitties anymore and they're, you know, have jobs and, you know, and are technically grown up, it's kind of crazy. So they can actually buy you stuff, which feels a little weird. So anyway, but fantastic. Chris is here. Well, what you building, Daddy? Thank you so much for being here. Dad Builds, please go check out. If you don't know Chris, you need to. His streams are just funny and fantastic. And you're going to love one of my presents, Chris. Because you're like a Lego master and I am not, but I got some Legos, so I can't wait to show it to you guys. I am doing fantastic. I'm so happy to be here with all of you. You make my heart just so happy. Um, oh my goodness. Well, tell Aunt Pam if you're watching, thank you and welcome. And that's I'm a real hoot. I like that. You know, I I've been called much worse. So, and I did post a link earlier. If anybody would like to pop in when we get to talking about the Star Wars Hotel and our ideas for what Disney should be doing with it, I'd love to have you pop on. Okay, so Mother's Day, Matthew had to work. So Matthew, I didn't do anything with Matthew and Jalen. We're going to do something next weekend, which is actually kind of nice because it extends Mother's Day, you know, through the whole month. So that's pretty nice. And it's a hoot. Yes, it is. It is. Thank you. Thank you, Mar. Mar's always keeping me like in check. And I love it. I need it. So the three littles, I call them. I had Taylor, Kennedy, and Dylan, the three kids in 4 years. And so, and there's a 9-year gap between Matthew and the three littles. So the three littles, who are now 19, 22, and 23, I think, they... Oh my gosh, a crazy Mike. Well, all right, I'll take it. But so they surprised me and took me to my very favorite. You know what? I'm going to show you some pictures. Let's do that. So they called me Sunday morning and were like, "Hey, you know, rearrange mass and we're picking you up when we have the whole day planned." So how cool is that, right? So Kennedy showed up in her cutie patootie little leopard print dress with my very favorite flowers in the world are sunflowers. I am obsessed with sunflowers. Let me know in chat, men or women, whoever, what your favorite like flower is. I just love sunflowers because, you know, sometimes, Mar, I use a template, like a pre-done template, and I probably won't do it very much because it seems to go so fast, and I don't know how to slow it down. So, I agree. So, let me know if any of you. Oh, Mars is red roses, which classic and beautiful, like herself. Sunflowers, just to me, they just seem so happy. Like they're just a happy flower and they're so big. And it's my dream. I haven't done it yet, but to go one of those sunflower farms and like go through all the sunflowers and take pictures and have fun. So I know Florida had certain time of year. I think I want to say it's late summer where you can go to these sunflower farms. So anyway. Oh, Katie Mack loves yellow roses. The yellow rose of Texas. There's a couple of yellow roses, right? Songs. Love that. So pretty. I think red roses are just so classic. I love rose bushes too. My house in Arizona that I had previously, we had lots of roses. Okay, so Kennedy shows up and she's got the flowers. So cute. And then they took me to my very, very favorite Mexican food restaurant. I actually used to work at Manuel's when I was like a freshman in college. But they have the best enchiladas. They have the best like salsa and a hot sauce, like that doesn't have chunks in it. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. Chips are always perfect. Kennedy and I split fajitas, so that was super fun. And it was really nice. It was really fun until Taylor had an allergic reaction. So that wasn't fun. So she ended up getting, which you'll see later, we had to drive through McDonald's after she took all her allergy medicine and get her chicken nuggets. So, That's a really good idea. What have you guys heard? Like Kennedy told me to put a penny that was made before 1981 in with the water to keep the flowers to last longer. I've heard the aspirin. It's just a lot of people don't. I don't have aspirin in the house. Does anybody else? Yes, that is my love language, Chris. I mean, talk fajitas to me. Yes, 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 yes. Food is my love language, in particular Mexican food. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's one of those like types of food I could literally eat every day and never get sick of it. I just love Mexican food. Chimichangas, so good. So yes. Now, Taylor, hi, Keith. Sorry if I missed you earlier. Welcome, welcome. So happy to see you. So we went to Manuel's. We had a great lunch. Others, baby aspirin. I need to buy some. When I was little, I'm sorry, I do have ADD. When I was little, I would actually fake being sick because I loved the taste of baby aspirin. Anyone else? Anyone else? I just love it. Like, I don't know. I think it was orange flavored baby aspirin. Anyway, I'm gonna have to get some for the flowers. Taylor at all times carries an EpiPen, liquid Benadryl, an inhaler. She's got all the things in her purse at all times. Yes, she does. Okay. So it was really nice. So we were missing Matthew and Jalen, but we get to do that another day. So super excited. I put a couple pictures together. There's another picture of us. So we were having so much fun. And then of course, and they planned the whole day. So I was just like going along for the ride. Kennedy and I, so we all went to Marshall's. And I don't know about you, but I love Marshalls. I can go there. It's like therapy. Like I can need absolutely nothing. And I just love walking through Marshalls. Now you can tell by the big bags that we actually bought some stuff. I can show you that stuff if you want me to. But they always have good stuff. I love the skinny syrups you can get there for your coffee. Or now they have a whole bunch of like tropical and fruity flavors that you can add to tea or so good. So good. Oh my goodness. Tweet, Rockin' Robin. Welcome. I'm just talking about Mother's Day. And then Chris, I put a link if you want to join in. We're going to talk about that Star Wars hotel. So I'd love to hear what you think about it. So if you'd like to join in, I would love it. Or Dad Builds or anyone. Oh my goodness, Tina's here. Welcome, Tina, the MVP, my favorite donut eating friend to eat donuts with. And welcome, Tony, Phantasmic Chronicles. Cedar Point is open, so go check out Phantasmic Chronicles for everything Cedar Point. Thank you so much. Tony and Martine are just the best, and I love them. So we went to Marshall's. That was super fun. I love going there. And we tried on these hats because I don't know. I wanted to buy them, but the kids wouldn't allow me. But it's like sunglasses, like I don't know. Like I don't know. My like inner old lady, my inner 80s era old lady was coming out. Like a golden girl would wear these visors that are, I was loving it. We even got Dylan on. So yeah, Dylan got my crazy curly hair. So there, you can see that. But we had some fun there, and there's more pictures. Oh, we went to the yogurt place. I love me some frozen yogurt. How about you guys? Especially when like they have all the toppings. For me, it's about the toppings. It's about all those like awesome things. Like, so I have a set, like the one we go to has the warm, this sounds gross, but it's so good. The warm, like, like how there's hot fudge. Well, they have hot peanut butter. I like you pump it and it's warm and it's like liquid peanut butter. Like you put it on the yogurt. It's so good. So I usually do hot fudge, the warm peanut butter, and then put like all kinds of like, chocolate chips and Reese's. And then I'll throw a couple strawberries on there just so that I'm like, yeah, I just had some yogurt and some fruit. We went there and Dylan was across the street and when he sent me these pictures, they're like surveillance photos. I just thought that was funny. And I just wanted to show a picture of my mama. There's my mom. And actually her 4 kids are on the couch with her. So you can probably tell which one's me. And then there's my brother, Scott. And then I have 2 much older siblings, Larry and Claudia. And then anyway, my daddy's standing right behind my mom, my sister-in-law, Caprice, and my sister-in-law, Dixie. So I thought I'd just show that. I love my mother so much. Anyway, so that was kind of fun. So let's get into what I got. So I'm going to do this, show you what Dylan got me first, because I couldn't believe it. I had sort of casually mentioned it when we were in Florida, and that little bugger ordered it and had it express shipped. So look at this. Have you guys seen this? Like, I'm obsessed with it. Now, I don't know if they have this parade at Disney World, but they do at Disneyland. And we saw it. It's the 100th anniversary parade, I think it's called. Disney Celebration Train is what it's called. But anyway, the parade looks just like this. So it's got Mickey in his little train. And then this is the one that made me have to have it, is the Peter Pan with the pirate ship. Are you kidding me? And then there's Woody and his little shirt. I love the cactus. I mean, can you see that? Look at that cactus and the little barrel, like, and the guitar. Like, all the accessories are so good. And then there is, I don't know, is that Moana? Moana. So cute. And then Minnie Mouse is hanging out at the back. But what is so cool is with this set, look at all the characters you get. Like, how awesome is that? And check out the accessories, the balloons, the guitar, like, so cool. Oh, there's even Tinkerbell. I didn't notice Tinkerbell. Where is she? Oh, she's on the ship. So cool. And I love that Mickey's like in his little like vest, like railroad print, and Minnie's in a little cardigan. Like, she's basically dressed like me. Her little cardigan and dress. How cute is this? Like, how awesome. Now I'm gonna have Jalen build it for me. Because I I do not have the attention span to do this, but I'm super excited. And Matthew and Jalen, I don't know if you can tell, in that lamp right there, I have the small castle that they sold last year inside the lamp. So the lamp is like hollow, I guess, and I just put it on there. So when I light the lamp, it lights up the castle. So this little train will go around the castle in the lamp, if you guys can see that right there. So how fun is this? I think this is like $40. So that's a lot of, I mean, especially the characters. Like, I'm all about, what do they call these? Figures? Minifigures? I'm all about those. All about those. So this was a super, super cool surprise. Kennedy got me the flowers and paid for my lunch. So that was super nice. And she offered to buy me a pair of shoes, but I felt like that was too much. So, thank you, Katie. I actually saw it on Pinterest. I got this lamp at a thrift store. I got it at Goodwill. But Target apparently sells these lamps that, like, there isn't a base. So it's just the glass is open at the bottom. And people were buying them and putting their Funko Pops in them. So I saw this on Pinterest and I thought, you know what? I bet that'll work for my castle. So let me know if any of you use that idea. So I can't claim it as my own, but Target apparently sells these lamps too. So you don't have to go trolling around Goodwill if you don't want to. Oh my goodness, that's funny. They do look like the minifigs are selling for the 100th. Jalen's a big Lego kid. Like he's always just obsessed with Legos, and he's very like I think he's going to be like an architect or something because he's just very detail oriented and all that. He loves those minifigs. So his birthday was actually on Mother's Day, so he was with his mom. So when we go do something, I'm going to take him on a date for his birthday, and we're going to go to the Lego store and hopefully score some of those minifigs for him. Katie, right? Now they have them smaller too, like smaller lamps like that. But what a great idea for those Funko Pops. And you know, the nice thing is my castle doesn't get dusty. And it is cool. The light I have, the light bulb I have in there, actually, it can be blue or pink or purple or whatever. So, you know, it looks really cool casting down on the castle. Funny thing is, when I think the castle comes with Mickey and Minnie, little minifigs. So they bought it for me, and then Jalen built it for me, and he came in and gave it to me all proud. And I was like, oh, I think it came with like Mickey and Minnie. He said, oh, I kept those. I knew you'd want me to have them, Mimi. I was like, you're right. So now I actually have a Mickey and Minnie. Super excited about that. Yeah. Yes, I've seen proof of your artwork. Oh, BDF, that's really cool. I saw when I was at Disneyland, they had those foaming hand dispensers on sale for $8. I think that's a really good deal. And I think I don't think you do, Mar. You just have to buy the foaming soap refill, which they sell at like Walmart. I have not. I've seen the trailer. The trailer actually looks really good for the Haunted Mansion movie. I think it looks really good. It looks really scary. It looks funny. And I think that's what a Haunted Mansion movie should be, because the ride itself is very scary and very funny. So you can go to Bath and Body and get the foaming soap too. That's for their hand soap dispensers. And they're always having a deal. So the trailer looks good. Now, unpopular opinion, I actually really liked the Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy in it. Like we still watch it, usually around Halloween. I thought it was scary. It was funny. I love all the nods to the ride. I thought it was really good. So, okay. So a score for Dylan's the baby of the family. So he did really good. 19 years old. Crazy. Okay. And then, Taylor, let me take one out. Taylor is quite the artisan, and she is starting her new Etsy shop. So, but if you want her to make you anything, I don't know if you can really see those, but there's like an amber colored heart. I'm obsessed with heart-shaped things, and I love the color amber, so I wear a lot of that. But how cute are these? She made these. So she made these. She made me 3 pair. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get it back in. So she made me that pair. And then I love this one. The little bead on it is kind of silk wrapped, like a silk wrapped bead. Aren't those so pretty? Hi, Dawn, the Hitchhiking Bones, the hauntingly beautiful Dawn. Welcome. And then she made me 3 pair of earrings for Mother's Day, which I really appreciate. And she's so talented. These I'm obsessed with. I cannot wait to wear these. I haven't worn them yet, but I love cherries. Does anybody else like? I am planning my future kitchen, and I think it's going to be like aqua and red with lots of cherries in my kitchen when I get a new kitchen. But I love the heart. Like I said, I'm obsessed with hearts and cherries, and these are just so stinking cute for summer. So Taylor did that. That was amazing. And Kennedy gave me the flowers and bought my lunch. So that was super nice. And then let's open what I got in my P.O. box too. So, and then we'll talk about the hotel, because I do see that Brian is done with the dishes and is backstage. Anybody else, if you would like to pop in, I would love to have you. There's my mailbox. If you'd like to send me something, I'll definitely send you something back. So I got this. Any guesses on what it is? Okay, it's kind of skinny, but it's big. Now, I did cut it, but I haven't looked in it because I just didn't want to be messing with it. But this is from Candy Mom. And I love going to the P.O. box and there being stuff in there. So thank you so much. Let me do it again. I'm just going to put it in chat. Just, any of my ex-husbands, please don't join. I crack myself up. Well, let me see. I'm about to do it. There we go. Okay, because anybody that has been on the channel before, please feel free to pop in. Okay, so let's open this from the amazing Candy Mom, my very bestest friend. Here's some styrofoam. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my goodness. Does anybody do that diamond art painting? I know right now this is, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I don't want to mess it up. It's kind of sticking. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at those eyes. He's looking into your soul right now. Captain Jack Sparrow. Well, hello there. Yo ho, my friend. Look at that. That's it. I'm going to get it really close so you can see. It's that diamond painting. That must have taken 1,000 years. I can't believe how good it is. Yes, it is my future husband. You're single. I'm available. Look at this. Okay. I've actually never seen a diamond painting up close. Like I just see people post about them. But Cynthia, you are an artist. This is just amazing. Okay, so now I need to go to Michael's and get a frame. I think I'll get like a dark wood, maybe, that's pretty like intricate. That'll look good, right? Oh my gosh, I love this. I love this so much. Cynthia, I just cannot believe it. I was at Mama Mouse's house one time. The Myers and Mouse, Mama Mouse. And she had in her office a lot of these diamond paintings kind of in progress. And I was super impressed because those little beads are so tiny. And I just feel like I just couldn't do it. So I think this is true artistry. Cynthia, you're amazing. I am going to hang this right over my bed. I do have amazing friends. What a blessing. What a blessing all of you are to me. So thank you so much. So okay. So let's bring on some friends. Let's talk about the Star Wars thing. I just saw it, all across my feed. Chris probably talked about it on his stream earlier. I unfortunately was in a Zoom meeting. Oh my goodness. Adventures with VP. Hello, my friend. I can't wait to see you again soon. Thank you for coming in. Oh, I'm going to show you real quick. VP, look what Cynthia sent me. It's one of those diamond paintings. How cool is that? So glad to see you, my friend. I can't wait to see you in person. Love you, VP. Please go check out Adventures with VP. And we all miss you and love your family. So I'm going to start bringing my friends on because we need to talk about this whole galactic star cruiser. Is that what it's called? We're going to bring up Brian, West Coast Disney Adventures. Welcome, welcome. Please go check it out.
Hey.
And my favorite Hoosier, Chris, Addie family. Oh, wait, I have to squeal a little bit for a second. Becky.
Becky.
I love Becky.
Hey, Becky.
Becky.
Hey,
Please
Chris, how you doing, man?
Midlife Vibes, and they have some things they just posted about Las Vegas, and so they have great Disneyland content, and just go check them out. They're fantastic. Great home streams too. And Candy Tink is here. Welcome, Candy Tink. Okay, so Brian and Chris, you're both Star Wars people.
Yes.
Okay.
Star Wars people. I am not. I mean, it's not that I don't like Star Wars. I watch it, but I know nothing. But so, Chris, what was the Galactic Star Cruiser? I mean, I just knew it as the Star Wars Hotel, and it was kind of like, were you entering, like when you entered, you couldn't come out? It was like you were on a cruise ship or something, right?
Right. You were supposed to be on a Halcyon, which is this luxury starship that's been going around the galaxy for like 100 years. And basically you would go out there, you would have, you would stay 2 nights. You got 1 day in the park, which they advertised before it was going to be 2 days. They went down to 1 day. The price of it all included that park ticket and all your food. And then the whole thing was supposed to be a show. But what it sounded like was an itinerary that you were actually locked in prison is what it was.
Yeah, and welcome Debbie Bernfeld. And I'm sort of dying. But Becky, we have to talk, girlfriend. They say they moved to Nevada. When you're ready for house guests, let me know. Okay. So yeah, I mean, okay. So what it was in actuality, you were set to an agenda. It was kind of the storytelling thing.
Right.
And it was insanely expensive.
Yes.
$6,000 or something like that.
Yes.
Why?
Do you know what you can do in Walt Disney World for $6,000?
A heck of a lot. Especially if you're like us, Chris, and you like know how to budget and get a lot for your money, right?
Yeah.
So I sort of think if they had made it more like just a really cool Star Wars-ish hotel, but you could come and go as you please, maybe, I don't know if it must have had a restaurant, maybe go to the restaurant if you want, whatever, but maybe give people early access to Galaxy's Edge in the morning or after hours exclusive use after the park closes, just make it something like that versus this whole like weird, you're locked in story. You know what I mean? I would be like,
right.
Let me out.
I mean, there's like a whole storyline to it that you're on the Halcyon, and of course the First Order comes in and Chewbacca's there, and you're helping hide Chewbacca, or you're on the First Order side and you're trying to catch him, and all this kind of stuff. It's just back and forth. They have lightsaber training. They have deck training where you're shooting asteroids, and then I think it ends up being TIE fighters or something like that. And there's all kinds of stuff. I mean, yeah, it sounds amazing, everything, but after you've done it once,
who's going to do it again?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
especially
honestly,
for that amount of money.
Yeah.
It does sound really cool. Like, so I'm hoping that they repurpose it.
I said this earlier on Walt today on Mouse Dog, and I really believe, because they can't use it as a resort. I've heard people say, "Oh, just use it as a resort." It's too far backstage to be used as a regular resort. And
okay, where is it exactly?
It's like sitting way back there behind Hollywood Studios.
Right, it's behind Hollywood Studios, but they were locked in because it's backstage and there's things they're not supposed to be seeing.
Yes.
Oh, so in other words, they put it in like the absolute worst place to be able to reuse it.
Right, right. So the only thing I could see him doing, and I said this, Walt said he didn't see doing this, but I'm saying if it's a failure, you cut your losses, you take what you can get. All right. Disney's not saying it's a failure. I read what Disney said today. Disney's saying, this was just a small experiment. We expected this to happen. We just wanted to test some things for larger ideas. I'm like,
wait. A small multi-million-dollar experiment.
$2 billion. $2 billion.
$2 billion experiment. A small experiment.
Disney, if you're listening, Nico's onto something. We would really like it to turn into a pirate adventure.
Oh, that would work.
So no, what I could
I'm
see
available.
Now I've heard a couple ideas. One idea I like is, of course, they have a shuttle, and when you get in the shuttle, it looks like a small spacecraft that takes you out to the halcyon.
That's so cool.
So I'm like, so why not turn it into a dinner show like Space 220, except for it's Star Wars themed, and you go out there. Of course, now the 100 bedrooms. I don't know what you do with those. But
I think they should still keep it as a hotel.
Well, I think what they should do is offer it as a a dinner show with the option of staying the night,
and then give a perk. Give a perk, like if you stay the night, you can enter Galaxy's Edge 2 hours before everybody else, or stay. I really like the late night hours, idea, after the park closes, you can be there,
right?
And I mean, that would be cool and worth it. But yeah. And I mean, Disney, they're masters at masquerading what they don't want you to see.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Right.
I mean, could they do something with around the hotel so you can't see all the, where the magic happens?
I don't think it's so much.
That'd be some
I don't
big
think
bushes.
it's so much the hotel as what it is as the back of the park. Because I don't know. I think when it comes to Hollywood Studios, they didn't camouflage the back of
it's so
very
ugly.
well. You can see how the spires are fake as you go by back here. And
I tell you what, it's one of my biggest pet peeves because you don't see that at Disneyland.
Right.
That would never fly.
Well,
it would never fly.
That's the only park you see it.
And it's like, come on now. Could you just cover those a little bit?
Did they cover them at Disneyland?
You don't see them.
You don't see that. Okay. So, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, other than that, the only other thing I can think of is it's one of the largest Star Wars storage units they've ever created.
Yeah, no kidding. What I was thinking of an idea before Chris informed me that it was so far backstage was you just take the building. You already have the building built. It's already purposed as a hotel. Why not re-theme the whole thing? And since it's so close to Hollywood Studios, I'm thinking like a deluxe version of a cinema-themed hotel where you can take all the old props from Great Movie Ride, give them a new home.
I mean, that's a great idea, but I think you have a Star Wars. It sounds like, I mean, the pictures I've seen, it's so flippin' cool for Star Wars people. But keep that.
But the problem is you're looking at a niche audience there. You're looking at
probably the biggest niche on Earth.
Yeah,
let's be honest.
But still, the reason Galactic Star Cruiser failed, and yes, I would call it a failure, is because number one, it was too expensive.
That's why it failed.
Number one, it was way too expensive, and number two, there's no replayability.
Well, I mean, there could be.
There could be.
They could be, because I mean, right now the way it is if you were to stay, because they're still running. They're up until September.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. All right, so they've done the sequel trilogy. You got Rey, you got Kylo Ren, everything like that. Well, if the Halcyon's been around for 100 years, you could do different times. Say, this is going to be the original trilogy where Luke shows up and you have Vader there. You can do all kinds of stuff. Go to the prequel.
Can you hire Chris? Because you know what? For the people that do that, it's like all of us when the new ears come out, or the new this, or the new that, or the new whatever. like we got to do the new thing. We got to
Yeah.
buy the new thing. So if you're a Star Wars person, okay, we did I don't know the names of them, A New Hope. Let's go on to, Return of the Jedi.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or whatever. So
Empire Strikes
yes,
Back, which was probably the best
right.
in the series.
And so change up the experience, and your real dedicated people are going to be like, oh, I need to do it all.
Well,
I
I
wanna
mean,
do-
and the other, and like I've been saying, I mean, you got all these Disney Plus shows, and I've been saying over and over, if you would just have Din Djarin and the Mandalorian show up at Black Spire Outpost, then it makes you feel like, hey, I've been somewhere that's been in the show. Well, that doesn't mean he can't go for a bounty for somebody who's hiding on the Halcyon either.
Yeah.
And just show the Halcyon actually in a film, and then people are like, I want to go there because I seen it on the show.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean,
I like Debbie's idea too, very much.
I think making it right.
I love that, Mar. No, I love that. Seriously, Disney, listen to Chris, hire him, pay him lots of money. That's a great idea. Even for but I think they need to have more freedom, not like locked in, like you're on a cruise ship,
Right.
But, have it be an experience, but kind of like as you go,
I mean, make it where the shuttle.
spontaneous.
But the thing is you would have to create, I would say, more than one shuttle port from there. I
Yes.
using a shuttle where if you had the shuttle, that one shuttle that takes you to Hollywood Studios, of course, and then another shuttle that would take you somewhere else where you could actually get on another bus that could take you somewhere else in the park.
I mean, it could even take you to the transportation center, right?
Yes,
Because don't those go everywhere?
Yes.
So yeah, I think that would be amazing.
Well, the transportation center
again.
The transportation center only takes you to either Magic Kingdom or Epcot. So, what would work, I think, better was if you had one that would take you over to Disney Springs. That way, you can go pretty much anywhere.
Well, that's true. Or you also have from Epcot, you have the Skyliner as well.
Yeah.
So
that's the thing I loved about staying at Art of Animation is the Skyliner made transportation really easy to Hollywood Studios and Epcot.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. Katie says her family loves Star Wars, but it was really being priced out. And I agree 100%, because when they came out with the prices, I was like, I mean, I think we all sort of thought, like, how are they going to sustain this?
But
because there's only I mean, there's lots of Star Wars fans,
right?
But there's a very small percent that can afford to just drop that.
There's lots of Star Wars fans, but the people they were targeting were like the dead, all in Star Wars fan, and the all in Star Wars fan doesn't have $6,000 to go stay on this.
Right, right.
like the members of the 501st and make their own stormtrooper armor and all that.
You're talking about these people having to sell off their Star Wars memorabilia to go stay one night.
Exactly.
Right. So I think if they can somehow scale back the, intensity.
I understood. I did understand why it was going to be so expensive. All right. Because now you have a resort that now it's not only do you have to have people who goes in and cleans the rooms, everything for that. Now you have all these actors and they're on stage all the time. So you're paying these cast members as well. So there's that extra pay for that. So, and then all your food is already paid for except for alcohol. So, but yeah, I think it was a good idea. I just knew it wasn't going to last very long.
I don't think alcohol in a Star Wars hotel would be a good idea. I mean,
why?
Well,
with too many lightsabers?
With all these people with the lightsabers and alcohol, you can only imagine the shenanigans that could happen, right?
Well, I know, because I've never gone to Disney and drank so much I was just going at it. Never.
I mean, I think that generally happens only at Epcot.
Yeah.
I don't. think I've really seen any
Oh, and
shenanigans other places.
and
Hi,
DCA too.
Dave.
DCA too. I can my
Oh
my
yeah,
friend
I
my friend
haven't
that you
seen it
met,
personally, but there is a lot of alcohol at DCA.
Right.
Kelly, Kelly, my friend that you met could tell you lots of stories
I
about craziness at DCA.
You know, a hugely unpopular opinion. I don't think alcohol should be served in the theme parks.
I agree.
But anyhow, well, I don't know. Really, Epcot, Out at World Showcase, I think alcohol is one of the best parts of that because it gives you an
I
idea.
mean, to me, Epcot isn't a children's park. It's
Right.
not. So I guess Epcot, because it's mostly just about food and drinking. That's why I don't like Epcot. I know, another unpopular opinion, but I just
But you know what I mean? Epcot, I mean, I know we're getting off the subject, but Epcot, you're talking about the World Showcase.
Have you met me, Chris?
But what I'm saying is they got all the countries out there and people want to experience the culture. And sometimes that, that culture leads into alcohol. So
I suppose I'm not really somebody who drinks. So,
I mean, I don't really Epcot. I don't really notice alcohol anywhere except for out there at World Showcase. I don't really.
Yeah, true.
So.
And most of the time, it's just like a bachorette party or something that's like losing their minds.
Yeah, and then like what Brian was saying about, you're not gonna pay $6,000 for a hotel, get drunk, get out of hand, and get kicked out.
Right? Exactly. Yeah, it would take a little bit out of the Food and Wine Festival for sure.
But
thank you, Dave. I'm glad someone does.
At the very least, I think that for the price that you're paying for the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser, that you should get a freaking lightsaber experience at Hollywood Studios included, because it's just ridiculous. It's way too much money.
It is too much money, and I think I'm hoping they do something with it because it's too flippin' cool. When you look through the images of the rooms and everything that goes on, it's just such a flippin' cool building.
But like Brian was saying, he was like, "Oh, make it into this expensive." You can't do that. The rooms aren't big enough to be a deluxe hotel. There's only 100 of these rooms.
Oh, that stinks.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Even if they wanted to make it a resort, they're going to have to build on, and they wouldn't be able to do that because and the thing, it's just not there for what they built.
Nick, I think we all are with you on that.
No,
I am not shocked it's closing either. It's just, what are they going to do with it now?
When it opened, I made a bold prediction that it was going to last maybe 3 years before they close it.
I think everybody did that, Brian. Now, I mean,
I was off by a year and a half.
When everybody heard the prices and we started to see the videos from the people that went and did it, I think everybody was kind of like, how long can this really go on? But I hate for them to not use it for something.
Right. Well, like I said, I think, and I know people don't like this and think it's just redoing it. I think it's just going to turn into that dinner show that you take the shuttle, you go over, they're going to put the show on. If you want, you can go do the lightsaber training. You can go and do any of the stuff that you would normally do if you stayed on there, and then you head back.
So kind of like when you go to like the hoop-de-doo, I have to take a transportation to it. You go do the thing,
right,
and then you leave.
Yeah.
So okay, I got you.
I mean, to me, it'd be more like Space 220, except for you're getting more than just a meal when you go over there.
It's dinner and a show.
Yeah.
I think the Galactic Star Cruiser was also a victim of really bad marketing. Because what they did when they had the previews, they were inviting all these influencers and all the top YouTubers, all the top news people.
How were we not invited?
I think because we're too small.
I was just kidding. That was like not meant to be answered. Hi, Rob Fuzz, the voice of Red Road Disney.
the thing is, they were inviting all these top influencers to stay for free.
Right.
Who's not going to say, "Oh, this is amazing" when you're getting it for free?
But that's what they want them to say because it's free promotion.
Exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
I think
That's
the
the whole
people
thing.
that I think those people that went really did like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't
But-
think they were
but
necessarily
would
lying.
they-
Tracker loved it. He even
But
took
would they-
he just took his son not too long ago.
But I mean, would they have loved it if they had to pay for it to go see it for the first time?
Well, I mean, that's a
Pay
big what if.
$6,000.
They didn't have they were just sharing their experience. I mean, Disney, if you'd like to invite me to anything, and I will say it's amazing.
I think we all would.
I know, I think it truly was an amazing, cool experience. But
But it
it's
Unless
just-
it's drinking around the world, you're gonna say
Yeah, really.
I'm not gonna be able to say that's amazing.
I would make it. That is the
Oh
problem.
my gosh. But I mean, it's, to me, in my humble opinion, the Galactic Cruiser was a one and done. You do it one time, and you probably won't want to spend $6,000 again to do it.
So what do they do with it now? I like Chris's idea of making it a dining and show experience that you take the whatever you called
And if you
it,
get too schnockered at dinner, you can
the
always
shuttle
buy
thing.
Yeah.
I love that. I think that's a great idea. And you said there's only 100 rooms, so that you don't think they could keep the hotel part.
I like I said, the only way I could see it is, like I said, it's a dinner and a show with the option of staying the night, maybe.
Yeah. Well, what Mike said early on, when I asked, "Hey, what do you do with that? With the Galactic Star Cruiser?" in
Hi,
chat, Mike said, "Hey, turn it into a Star Wars museum." And I'm like, a Star Wars museum is not going to make money. A dinner show would make money.
Oh yeah, and I mean, I can see a lot of Star Wars people wanting to do that. Like, let's say at Universal Studios, if they had some sort of Harry Potter thing where you could go eat in those long
Hogwarts,
tables
yeah.
and your candles hanging. Oh, I would be all over it. You
Me
know
too.
what I mean? So I think that dinner show experience, Tina's even adding on to it. Charge $1,000 a person. Get them a lifesaver, a BB, one of those little
A droid.
droids. Do the training, do the show, $1,000 a person. She thinks that would be great. So, throw in some extras.
Tina, I kind of agree with that. Although I'm not a big fan of the BB-8, I kind of prefer the R droid. But then again, I'm old school.
I love BB-8, and I did not want to love BB-8. But how do you not love BB-8 after those movies? You're just like, oh my gosh, I love it. I got Jalen, the one that actually you run it and it rolls, and so cool.
Although I have to hand it to Jenna from Resort TV One when she made her BB droid all purple. She called it BB Grape. That was brilliant. I have to hand it to her. That was good.
Was it? Was it brilliant? I don't know.
Well, come on, Kelly.
I mean, I don't know. Was it? Just kidding. Yeah. So what rule says is the only reason Disney would do something is to earn money. So I'm with you, Tina. They must have figured out something they could do to end this and start something else that they feel like they would make more money. And I feel like Chris's idea of that dinner show experience, how cool would that be? You're like, oh yeah, I'm just going to take this shuttle. What did you call it? Like a Star Warsy thing? The Star Warsy shuttle thing over there. And, and
I'm pretty sure it's just a bus with the inside that looks like it. It has a socket on the back that goes into another socket there at Hollywood Studios. You get on it and then it goes over and goes to another socket that makes you feel like you got off onto a ship. That's about it, probably all it is.
Yeah, probably.
Kind of like at the Orlando airport, You
Yeah,
know how
well,
like when you
not
take
really.
those things?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I always call them the monorail. I don't know what they are.
It's a
but
tram.
Yeah.
tram, sort of tram thing.
It's not a tram.
I
Trams are
don't
in
know
the
what it
parking
is.
lot.
It's a passenger tram. To the airport.
Mara
That's what
says
you
it's a
use.
van. So clearly, I didn't watch enough videos to know all this.
I've
but-
seen it. I've seen the inside. I don't know what the outside looks like.
They should make it look like
They've got
like-
the windows where you look like you're looking out into space. So,
So in other
cool.
words, they have TVs on the sides.
well, I don't know if you would say they were TVs.
Well, kind of like when you ride the Hogwarts Express. You know how it looks like you're
no,
going
I have
through.
no idea. I've never been on it.
Kelly,
You
you're
need to
gonna-
get over to Universal.
Look,
Yeah,
Harry
you-
Potter is just Star Wars with really bad lightsabers.
No. It's Star Wars with tiny lightsabers.
No, it's bad lightsabers.
No, they're not. They're you can do all kinds of things. Magic.
Kelly, I think you're going to be mad at me, but I still have yet to go to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter in LA. I was.
His internet is just the worst.
I've seen all the Harry Potter movies.
Thank
Okay,
you,
don't
Kelly.
talk to me, Chris. Chris, anybody who starts with "I've seen the movie," have you read the books? Have you read
No.
the books?
The
Okay,
books
I
are
just
a
told you I
million
didn't-
times better.
then you know nothing.
I told
I'm
you I
so
watched
sorry.
all the movies not on purpose.
Not on purpose.
That is horrible.
It's something that was just on television when I was sitting there.
Horrible.
Kelly, kick him out. Jeez.
I should, but I
You hasn't read the books. Come on.
my goodness.
I
Oh my
read.
goodness.
It
Penske truck.
It took me about 2 days to read Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone because I just kept going really fast.
I have you beat. I read it in one night. I've said this story a few times, but Matthew was like 9 years old, I want to say, and we started reading the Harry Potter, but it was all the buzz. We were hearing all about it, so we're like, we used to read at night together. So we started reading it, and at some point he fell asleep, and I could not stop reading it because I had to make sure that little Harry Potter was going to be okay. So I just read it all in one night, and totally addicted. I'm in love with it. Just went to Universal Studios about a week ago.
No,
And,
Mark doesn't like Harry Potter, Mike.
Oh my gosh, a Hagrid's motorbike ride is my favorite ride.
Yeah,
ever,
I react.
other than
You riding it.
Pirates. It's so good. So
Oh
good.
gosh, Kelly, I have
Yay,
to ask
Debbie!
you,
I knew I loved you for a reason.
Kelly, did you take the Potterverse sorting hat test?
Yes, of course I did.
And where did you land up? Where did you end
I'm a
up?
Gryffindor. I'm a Weasley. What
You're a
else would I be? The strong and the brave and the loyal.
I did the same test, and
You're
I
a
tested.
Hufflepuff.
No, I'm actually not. I tested, and it's not. Well,
He's
Slytherin?
a muggle.
I tested Slytherin, but Slytherin does have some really good traits: fraternity,
They do. There's
ambition.
there's not a wizard that ever went bad that didn't come from Slytherin house.
Well, Peter Pettigrew, he was a Gryffindor.
Did you say Peter Pan was a Gryffindor?
No, Peter Pettigrew. Wormtail, he was a Gryffindor.
Well, he was kind of wimpy and not really evil, kind of a literal rat. So
Even Tina's a Slytherin.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I've met the woman. She's way too nice.
Well,
I've never read the book. I've watched
But then again, remember the potions master from book 6? He was a Slytherin. He was nice. Slughorn.
Slughorn was sketchy. He was
But
sketchy
he was nice. He
was
nice to his
nice
students.
because it benefited him, and he was only nice to the students that he felt would make him look good
sorry,
for
Tina,
being associated with. So yes, he was a true Slytherin.
Sorry, Tina. I hope you
I
accept
was
my
like,
apologies.
oh, she was saying you were a Slytherin. I was like, she is not a Slytherin. There is no way.
I think the
Woman is too
Fantastic
nice.
Beasts movies were better.
Fantastic Beast.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's,
I
the
love
prequels.
the first one.
Mhm.
And then the second one went off the rails for me. Like, I was like, what is happening with the like cute little flirty girl where she got all like weird mean? I did not enjoy that.
The one guy's from Fanboys, where they try to break into Lucas's ranch to see the Star Wars movie.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So is Nick still here? Movie
Yeah,
Mania
he's still
Nick?
here.
This is totally off topic, but I didn't watch any of like the Oscar movies, but my work today gave us all like access to see it was like Anything and Everything or whatever. It had like Jamie Lee Curtis, had the man that used to be the little boy in the Indiana Jones movies. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Don't watch it. I was watching it, and at the point where gorillas had hot dogs for fingers, I was like, I've had enough. Has anybody seen this movie? It is the worst movie I've ever seen. It made me so uncomfortable. And like, I had no idea what was going on. I was like, I've never taken acid, but it felt like an acid trip.
What was that one? What was that one called?
Anything and Everything, or Everything and Something. I don't know.
It was nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah, and like the boy that was like the little boy in Indiana Jones, he won an Oscar. And the lady that was in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, she won an Oscar in this movie. I think Jamie Lee Curtis won an Oscar for this movie.
Okay.
It's the worst movie I've ever seen.
Okay, see, this tears it. This is why I never ever go to movies that are nominated for a freaking Oscar.
Now, I did on the airplane. I can we just say I've been flying a lot lately, and I like American. I've flown United. I was on Delta, and they gave us free movies, and I watched the
Nick, I agree with you.
Oh, what did Nick say?
Just above Mars message.
Okay. Okay. Was it be honest, Nick, was it a acid trip like in all the worst ways? It was like, what is happening? Gorillas with literal hot dogs as fingers and the penis whipping. I was like, called? What am I watching? What am I watching?
What was the movie called?
Anything and Everything?
Anything and I've never even heard of this.
Yeah.
Nick, let us know what it was actually called. I tapped out at the Gorillas with hot dogs.
Okay, Nick, is that an official Movie Mania Nick review?
I'm pretty sure it is. Have you ever seen a movie called Now and Then?
No.
What's it about?
I never seen it. It has Rosie O'Donnell in it.
Night, Tina. So sorry, I went on a different tangent here.
No, it has.
Night, Tina.
Let me see. It's got.
Love you, girlfriend.
Oh, and Nick agrees. That's his review.
Okay, Katie says it was truly bizarre. It's like a very long music video. So I was just like, what is happening? It's like the Matrix meets I don't know, some craziness. Pee Wee Herman. I don't know. That was so weird.
I hate to say this, but I haven't.
Horrible. Mar, that's a tragedy.
I haven't been to the theater.
It beat out the Elvis movie.
Elvis was so good.
Everything and Anything. That's what it's called.
Well, it's all Everything and Anything Awful. It's
yeah, really. Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Tina. I'm like, Like, okay, so Movie Mania Nick says, well, if people were high, they might not. Like, I literally was thinking,
Is it
like,
everything everywhere all at once?
is that what it was, Nick? I
That's what
don't
it
know.
says on here.
Did anybody see it? And did you also tap out when they had? I mean, their fingers were literal. And then one guy has his arms; they turn into large penises. It's so weird. It's so weird.
And what was the rating for this movie?
I have no idea. It was
It's an R.
bizarre.
It's
It made
R-rated.
you like feel like it's kind of like a horror movie. Like I didn't think that's what it would be, so I thought, oh, okay, I'll watch this. You know, I know.
I'm
I
looking.
wanted to see the guy that
Is it-
played the little boy in Indiana Jones
Is
because
it-
he was so cute.
The only
Is it
two people
rated-
I know so far that's in this movie by looking at it is Jamie Lee Curtis and that Ke-Hai Kwan, who's actually Data in
Is
Goonies.
is it like did it get the rating of R because it had lots of drug effect references?
No,
or...
I think it had because of what Kelly just said a little bit ago.
No, that's
Oh,
a
that-
real thing too.
Oh my gosh,
I
it's on
was
Paramount Plus.
What is happening right now? Yeah, amazingly, the arms turning into that didn't. I was like, I
Yeah,
mean, it makes you feel weird in your stomach, but then
Mhm.
the gorillas just totally grossed me out. So I was like, you know what? I am wasting too much of my life.
So, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, if you want to go watch this movie, you can find it on Paramount Plus, Showtime, Hulu, the Roku channel, Fubo TV, Amazon Prime Video, Redbox, Vudu, Google Play Movies and TV, Apple TV, Showtime Anytime, YouTube TV, and YouTube Primetime subscription. So,
wait, did you say you could find it on Fubar? I think
Fubo,
this whole movie was Fubar.
Fubo TV.
Oh my goodness. Nick's vote was for Angela Bassett, which Angela Bassett is always a yes. But yeah, Jamie, I don't even know what was going on. I don't know that I want to know what was
Oh my gosh.
it's like with the gorillas and hot dogs as fingers. I thought there's going to be no explaining this. So
Yeah.
if I'm investing more time, I'm not going to be satisfied. So I need to just leave it.
Jamie Lee Curtis was like, "Why can't I just make another slasher movie?"
Well,
Oh my
she's
God.
kind of like she's killing people in it, and she's like a monster sort of thing. It's weird. It's ew. It's just ew. Our movie guru Nick says in
I'm
10
sure it
years
will
the
be.
film will be forgotten.
Probably. Oh my
And now Mars just made me mad because now I'm realizing that Elvis was such a good movie, and not just because I love Elvis, but it was really such a flipping good movie.
He was so angry when he was beat out by Brenda Fraser.
Now, I will say on the plane, I watched 3 movies, and I only got to watch half
Brendan
of
Fraser.
Whale.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I want to see it though.
It's disturbing, but it actually, the point I watched to is when and I'm not giving anything away really, his daughter shows up, who's the redheaded girl from Stranger Things. I mean, you're like invested in the story by then. And
Is she from Stranger Things? Is that her again?
The redheaded girl?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll ever eat, and I love me a hot dog. I love a corn dog, but if I hope I just don't see the visions of those hot dogs on their fingers. It was so gross.
I don't know. I got 2 corn dogs today. I don't think you would have liked. So they were.
Were they special? Have you guys heard of like those? Well, I don't know. They're popping up here, but I guess they're Korean hot dog places, and they do all kinds of crazy things. Like they'll have the hot dog and they dip it in the batter, and then they'll roll it in French fries, and then they deep fry that, or all these crazy like combinations.
What are they thinking?
No, but
I know it sounds amazing.
I finally made it to a Buc-ee's.
Wait, what'd you eat?
I got the beaver nuggets.
The beaver nuggets.
And I got
What'd
a
you
cup of
think?
coffee. It was 5:00 in the morning. I couldn't believe how many people was working in there at 5:00 in the morning.
I heard a wild rumor that Bucky's is going to be spreading nationwide soon.
I hope so. I hope so.
Well, I know you have one in Arizona.
I don't think we have a Bucky's.
You do.
Where is it?
I believe it's in Phoenix.
Okay, you're wrong. We do not have a Bucky's.
No, it's either there or it's coming soon.
Okay, if it's coming soon, okay, I'm Googling it right now. We had the one when I lived in Daytona Beach. What states are Bucky's in? Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, South Carolina, and Tennessee.
Okay, but I saw in a video about a week ago that it should be coming to Arizona soon.
That would be amazing. The food is so good. You didn't get like the brisket or anything like that? Any jerky? Oh my gosh, so good.
We were
So
there
good.
to get gas, and I just went in to get a cup of coffee, and I knew everybody was like, get the beaver nuggets. So we got those, and that was it. I mean, it was 5:00 in the morning. We've been driving all night. So,
Well,
Which
there
one
you go.
did you
There's
go
breakfast.
to?
oh my gosh, Kelly, I don't remember. I just know it was on
Oh.
the way to Florida.
Was it Georgia? I've been to the one.
I
in
think
Georgia.
it was in Georgia. So
We went to the Kennedy and I to the one in Georgia. But what's crazy is there's like 70 gas pumps.
oh yeah,
Like it's great and it's busy.
yes.
Like there's 70 gas pumps and it's
even at
busy.
5:00 in the morning. At 5:00,
It's crazy.
yeah.
And
Wow.
they don't let like 18-wheelers, which you'd think it would be like
Which is funny is
a
because
truck driving haven,
well, what was funny is you had Bucky's where we stopped. Bucky's was on one side and Love's was on the other side.
Mm.
So
Love, is that was that like the old rib joint?
no, it's a gas station, and
Oh, jeez.
Heaven likes stopping there because they have dog parks there. So
They do have dog parks at Bucky's.
they have
Really
them at
nice.
I don't know about Bucky's. I know
They
all the
do.
Loves do.
Bucky's
So-
has dog parks too, and Loves. That's true.
Yeah.
Movie Mania Nick brings up Quick Check and Wawa, and I don't think you can be in Florida without visiting a Wawa. The Wawas are like they have good food in there. I'm all about the food, fat girl problems, but they like make it right there. They have these great milkshakes that they like actually scoop ice cream and make for
See,
you. And
the place that we got, like convenience store that's spreading around a lot right now, is called Casey's.
oh,
So yeah,
um,
but it's
But yeah.
no different than like your regular convenience place. I mean, they serve food, but that's about it. So nothing special.
maybe they can put a Bucky's where the Star Wars hotel is.
They could.
There you go. There you go. I would love-
we were in Heaven's car. They asked if I got gas. We were in Heaven's car. Heaven had been to a Bucky's, so Margie, Haley, and I went in, and she went and got gas. So
It's so great because like there's it's so huge. It's so huge.
Oh,
And
yeah.
like they sell all like this good stuff. Like it's not what you would normally see in like a gas station.
no,
So like I mean they have like cute clothes, they have like barbecues and
Right.
gas grills and like I don't know. It's just
and a jerky wall.
the jerky wall, and they have like like the deli counter. They have like a whole huge
Oh,
one
yeah.
that's just jerky. Like I think a road trip. There's certain things like I don't eat at home, but on a road trip, like you have to have beef jerky of some sort.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Not really. I've never thought
You-
of beef jerky as a road trip kind of.
Okay,
Yeah,
Chad.
because it lasts forever.
It's last, and it's just like I don't know. It's
When I think of jerky, it's always because we're out in the woods and it's just a quick snack that you can carry in your pocket. That's always.
Exactly. Okay, anytime my dad and I would go on a road trip, any long period, like we drove from Battleground, Washington to Bishop, California, like pretty much a straight shot. And one of the things we had between us was one of those giant kegs of hard pretzels. from Costco.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a definite road trip snack right there.
I say road trip snack is like a big bag of Twizzlers.
Oh, there you go.
That's a good idea too. I feel like, I don't know. We used to do road trips across the country when I was little in the station wagon, and I was so excited because we always kind of had to eat healthy at home, you know. But when we were on this road trip, we would get. Do you guys remember those chicken and a biscuit crackers?
Yes, we still get those. We still have
love those.
Yes,
but we never had them at home. But we would get always chicken and a biscuit crackers, cheese whiz. Like, are you kidding me? Cheese whiz, like salami, jerky. There'd be a cooler set up with like
nobody's
soda
got
pop.
summer sausage.
Yes, the summer sausage. Yes,
You know-
so good. I was always loving it. And there'd be like, it's chicken and biscuit, but there's another one that's like bacon flavored.
Right. I don't know what that one is.
Have that one. Oh, so good. And then you're a little kid, you're squeezing out that cheese whiz. It's like you're just
Hey,
something. Hey, Dave. Please go check out Adventures by D, Chris and Dave. We love them. They're fantastic. All kind of adventures. So what does everybody think is a road trip essential? Like, what has to be in the car?
Cool Ranch Doritos.
Cool Ranch Doritos.
Cool
That's a
Ranch
good one. Doritos.
That
Yes.
is my go-to.
Doritos, a good thing.
The family has to be in the car for it to be a road trip.
Not necessarily. I mean, you can have just yourself and the dog, you know.
I mean, there's got to be a part of the family in there. The dog's
Mara came up with it. Bacon crisp. They're bacon crisp. So they're made by the same company that makes the chicken and a
Are
biscuit.
they really? I've never heard of them. I only heard of the chicken.
They're so good. You put that cheese whiz on there. So good. So good.
Okay,
I haven't.
Where do you get the chicken and a biscuit? I'm just
like
just a
grocery
cracker.
store.
It's a cracker and it's got some kind of flavoring on it.
It's like a club cracker.
Yeah.
But it's got like it tastes like chicken.
It tastes like it's a cracker and it's like somebody sprinkled like that the dust from what turns into like the chicken broth that you put on your ramen.
Oh, like
That's
chicken bouillon. Yeah, it does. It totally tastes like
oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Beef jerky and Diet Coke. Okay, you need to switch over to Coke Zero, but I'm with you, Mike. Tootsie Roll Pops. I love Tootsie Roll Pops. Like I still love them. Halloween, I'm stealing those out of the kids' bags. I love Tootsie Roll Pops.
I mean, for us, it's like we do what are those things called? The pizza, it's the pretzels, and then it's got the stuff in the center.
Combos.
That's one of the things. Gardettos. That's another one. But sometimes,
I love the dark one, the little dark round pieces.
Yeah,
so good.
Margie loved those. And one night we got into an argument, and she left her Gardettos sit down there, and I sat there and I ate every single one of those out of the bag.
You ate the little dark one?
Yeah,
just for meanness?
Just for meanness.
God. I have a coworker that loves those.
That's worth killing over. Gummy bears, I love that. No, the little dark ones, I do have to admit.
The rye chips, yes.
I will pick those out.
Yeah.
And eat just those.
Well, now you can just buy a bag of just the rye chips.
It's not the same though. It's not the same.
Oh my god.
A candy, soda, drinks, and sandwiches. I usually, when I pack the car, I'll put like in Tupperware like sliced turkey, cheddar cheese. And my kids love the little cheese cubes. There's something about it being in the cube. They just love it. So that way they can make little sandwiches.
Take your little
yes.
Yeah.
And yes, Mara says in the cracker aisle. So
okay, now Kelly, I have a family recipe that uses cheese whiz. That we use it. We do this recipe every year for the holidays.
I think you've sent it to me. The broccoli.
I did. that is, I mean, unfortunately, with Taylor's milk and dairy allergy, it's not feasible for you. But oh my God, that is so delicious. It,
You're gonna have to post that on Instagram. So I mean,
I will.
it sounds a little wacky, a cheese whiz recipe, but
it is
okay.
so good.
It's like broccoli cheese casserole, right?
Yeah, it's basically the ingredients are real simple. It's broccoli, a frozen bag of broccoli, a 15-ounce jar of cheese whiz, a stick of butter, 2 cans of Campbell's cream of mushroom soup, and minute rice. That's the ingredients. That's all you need.
Okay. I'm scared, but it sounds good.
Use regular rice.
You could, but minute rice, it's already par cooked, so you don't need to.
Debbie says she loves plain potato chips. So like Lay's, maybe Lay's chips, so good. I love putting those on a sandwich. So like if you're having a turkey sandwich, throw some Lay's on there. So
she likes dark chocolate. So would you eat potato chips covered in dark chocolate?
I've had chocolate covered potato chips. Have you? They're so good. Like the salty and the sweet. Yeah. So good.
Okay. Do you guys remember when Frito-Lay started that Do Us a Flavor challenge?
No.
And I think the first winner was chicken and waffles.
I do remember that. I actually entered, I think, blue cheese.
Yes, I do. I remember that now.
I think I submitted hot, like chicken wings and blue cheese or something. I did not win. Anyway.
But the chicken and waffle flavor, I actually liked that one. It had just the right amount of salty and sweet. It was perfect.
Okay, we're going to believe you on that. Yes, Mar. And Chris was like, I'll show you. I'm eating all the good stuff.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. A big old hero sandwich is great to eat in the car. So good. Salt and vinegar chips. A couple of people have mentioned. I love me some salt and vinegar chips. So good. Like I don't buy chips at home, but I swear to gosh, when there's a road trip, it's like I'm a 9-year-old kid and somebody handed me $100 bill in the grocery store. It's like just a bunch of just garbage. So.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think they have security checkpoints in the United States.
They do actually when you cross over state lines.
What state line? I live on a state line, Brian. There's no security.
Right. I know Brian's always like Mr. Expert. No, they do from going from Arizona to California.
That's because California is like a different country.
It really is.
It is.
It's so funny because you do go through this like security check. And I remember when I was a little girl, like we've always had like, food and stuff. And usually my mom, because she was always very healthy, we would have like oranges or apples or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I remember my mother saying, put the oranges under your seat, Kelly, and don't say anything. Because when you go, they'll say, do you have any fruit? Do you have any citrus? Yep. And then I would just sit there and I would be like, I'm not lying. I'm just not saying anything.
They're worried about pests coming into California. And yet the pests are born in California.
It happens at every border between countries. Why does California think they're better than the rest of the United States?
And like Arizona bugs aren't going to get over to California anyway.
What it is.
Exactly. Well, the reason I was mentioning that is because when I was on that road trip with my dad, we were driving from Washington to Bishop. We had, I think, 3 boxes, like flat boxes, filled with berries. Like raspberries and blueberries and blackberries, hand picked from a berry stand over in the not too far from Vancouver, Washington. And so we had these flats of berries underneath the seats of the car. And we drove through the checkpoint. You have any fruits? No fruits. And we're sitting there with like about 3 or 4 flats of berries under the seats behind us. It's
they don't have drug sniffers as you go into California. It's fruit
something
sniffers.
Wrong when you have to smuggle fruit
into
another state.
Oh yeah,
we're such rebels, smuggling in our fruit to California.
Oh yeah.
Welcome, Ronnie's World. So good to see you.
I
Thank
tell
you
you
so
what,
much.
the only time I was in California, the one thing I seen that I thought was weird was they had like stuff running through the ditches, and they said it was to keep turtles from getting on the road and get hit. And the only thing I seen it did was keep the trash from blowing away and getting
Uh-huh.
caught. And you probably have activists out there. Well, we got to keep the turtles safe from being hit on the road. But I bet I can find the right activists that'll say you are ruining the turtle migration with this.
Yeah.
Is it like canals? Like canals?
No, it was down like on ditches on the side of roads.
I don't think I've seen those or noticed them.
Well, I was out
But,
at Death Valley, so things are a little different.
Oh, Death Valley.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
That is funny. Oh my
Yeah, but then again,
gosh.
no one goes to Death Valley without a good reason.
Well, it's called Death Valley. Hi, Fulton. He says a bird pooped on him last night. I'm so sorry.
It happens.
It does happen.
I had two
I was
ducks
hoping
land
it
at
happened to
Walt
me.
Disney World, so hey.
I keep trying to get it to happen to me at Disneyland because a few years ago there was this like strange like happening of a migration of birds pooped on a bunch of people. They all got new outfits.
Oh, great! It's going to be
Wow.
on TikTok as a new hack, a new Disney hack.
I'm like standing under the tree, like
People bringing trained birds to come in and poop one.
You don't need to bring in trained birds. They have thousands of pigeons at all the restaurants. I mean, come on. But true story. When I was working at Disneyland in custodial busing, over by stage door, there was this one pigeon that it was so fat that it couldn't fly. It had to hop up on the chair, hop up on the table, hop on the back of the chair, hop up on the umbrella just to get up to the tree. The thing was
I don't think there's like a pigeon problem at Disneyland. I have never seen pigeons at the restaurants, Brian.
That's the reason why they had cats.
The outdoor restaurants, they had pigeons there.
Well, they don't now.
There was one that was like this freaking big. It looked like the size of a duck, and I think the ducks were afraid of it.
Oh, wow. My goodness.
But then the ducks are not too bright either. When I was
the Disney ducks are so cute. They
are. But with everybody throwing food at them, they kind of bred the brains out of them. You see, I accidentally swept a ketchup packet off into the drink on the river over by Hungry Bear, and I'm not kidding. Like 5 ducks charged this ketchup packet that fell into the water, and they were all trying to eat it.
I'm just saying, not that you were a bad employee.
It was purely by accident. It slipped under my pan.
Are you kidding? You kept feeding that pigeon until it was overweight.
Hey, these pigeons were eating chicken nuggets. I mean, who does that? A pigeon eating chicken nuggets.
Is that cannibalism? Because it's a chicken, it's not a pigeon. That's kind of a hard one to toss up there. I mean, because I'm human, but if I eat a chimpanzee, that doesn't make me a cannibal. So I don't know how that works. That might.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like I'm in that movie now.
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh, this has been so much stinking fun. Chat has been amazing. So great to hang out with you two guys. I've missed you so much. Yeah, Nick. We're all just like, we have no idea what's happening. Just smile and nod.
Yep. I think this little discussion went off the rails a little while ago.
Oh well,
we were supposed to be talking about the Star Wars.
I'm just hoping Disney takes Chris' idea, turns it into a really cool
dinner show. Yeah.
Dinner.
Oh no, they're gonna do something stupid.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they'll probably turn it into cast costuming or something.
It's gonna be the new It's a Small World Star Wars edition. We're gonna flood it, and you'll take boats through it.
Yeah, but then they got to make sure all the trash gets in the flume, so that you get the authentic Small World experience there, right?
They could make it like a really cool, like AP lounge or something. You never know.
That could work. Or another DVC area. Why not? I mean, the DVC people get everything, so give them the Halcyon too.
Yes. Yes. It is kind of crazy at Disneyland, in Tomorrowland, where Carousel of Progress used to be, but it's like so much bigger. It's where all the Star Wars stuff, like memorabilia and meet and greets, used to be. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. It's now going to be a DVC lounge. But I mean, it's just so stinking huge. It's like, how's that work?
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go get back to your night. I gotta take my pups out, and Brian, you better go do the dishes.
Oh, they're already
But
done.
Chris, what have you got coming up on your channel?
Oh, tomorrow, our video comes out tomorrow of Heaven as our skipper for the Jungle Cruise.
Oh my goodness! So you don't want to miss that. Go over to Addie Family Adventures, hit that subscribe, hit the notifications. Don't want to miss it. Brian, what have you got coming up?
Well, tomorrow I'm doing my last Friday stream, because starting a week from this Sunday, I'm going to be moving my stream to Sunday evenings at 5 p.m. Because it just works better for me with my work schedule, because I've been working a little bit later on Fridays. But my last stream tomorrow, I'm going to be putting up the thumbnail in the morning. It'll be basically, we'll be talking about the Star Wars Hotel like everybody else is.
Yeah, I mean, I think we would lose our vlogger card if we did not discuss it. So thanks for coming on here and discussing it first.
Hey, no
great
problem.
ideas you had.
Kelly, you're always fun to be on with.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm a hoot, according to Crazy Mike's aunt. I actually have a video dropping tomorrow too. It's going to be about when Taylor and I went to the throwback night at Disneyland. So,
and I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, it was so fun. So fun. So anyway, thank you so much, everyone. Have a blessed and magical night. And I can't wait to see you again soon. Bye.
Bye, everybody.